Alright, y'all. So today we're going to be making a cheesecake. A honey cheesecake. For this we have some cinnamon graham crackers, some cream cheese, some heavy whipping cream, a little bit of butter, some eggs, some salt, some vanilla extract. Of course we've got honey, then we just got a touch of flour. But before we get to making this, we are on the road to 500 subs, so if you want to learn a new cooking recipe every week, go ahead, hit that subscribe button down below. And now, on to the video. Y'all, so we're going to start with our crust. You don't need a food processor. You can do this by hand, but it does help. Now we're going to need about 1.5 cups of our crushed graham crackers. So I'm going to start with one sleeve and just kind of go with it from there. Kind of eyeball it. That's roughly 1.5 cups of graham crackers. So one sleeve did the trick. Now just for fun, I'm going to go ahead and add a drizzle of honey. Just about half a tablespoon or so. And then we have 4 tablespoons of melted butter. That's still a little dry, so we're going to add another tablespoon of melted butter. Now we have a pliable dough, so let's go ahead and get this formed into our pan. Now your spring form pan should be sealed pretty tight on the bottom, but just to avoid any mishaps, I like to wrap the bottom of mine in tin foil. Just to make sure that no water is getting into the bottom of that thing. Now we're going to take our dough, our crust, I should say, and we're just going to make a thin, even layer of our crust. Kind of using this rim at the bottom here as a guide. Now we're going to go ahead, set our crust to the side. Alright, y'all. Now this is easier if you have softened your cream cheese, but I have not. But I would say definitely leave your cream cheese out to soften for a couple hours. Just makes it a bit easier, tad easier. But we need 1.5 pounds of our cream cheese, or that would be 3 of your normal 8-ounce boxes. Alright, so we have our 3 things of cream cheese in here, or our 1.5 pounds of cream cheese. Like I said, this would be easier if they were at room temperature. We're just going to go ahead and mix these up until they are, what's the word? Creamy, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Alright, once we got that fairly softened up and whipped up, we're going to add 3 cups. Wow, not 3 cups. 3/4 of a cup of honey. So once we got 3/4 of a cup of honey in there, we're just gonna go ahead and mix this until our cream cheese is really creamy and that honey is well mixed in. Now to this, we're gonna add 3 eggs. Quarter of a cup of our heavy whipping cream, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1 tablespoon of flour, and like usual, I forgot an ingredient on the ingredient list. We got 3 teaspoons of cinnamon, we got 3/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon, my bad, and a pinch of salt. Now we're going to go ahead and get this all well incorporated and mixed up. So once we have this mixed up, we're gonna add this to our spring form pan that we prepared earlier. Now I have my spring form pan in a cookie sheet. Usually you want it in something a little deeper. I just don't have something a little deeper to put it on. So we're gonna go ahead, get that evenly spread out. Good old-fashioned shake. Now we are preheating our oven to 325, and we're gonna bake it for an hour to an hour 15 until it starts to golden brown a little bit on top. You want the inside to still be a little jiggly because it will continue to cook after you bring it out, and if you overcook it, the top will crack, and it's not the perfect cheesecake. Now, if I had a deeper dish, put this in, I would fill this up with water, then put it in the oven. But because it is not, it's only what, an inch tall, I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the oven and then pour water on it. And just, you know, make it easier for me, easier for my life. But let's go ahead and bake this. I'll bring you back when it's done. Alright, y'all, so we made a rookie error and we overbaked it. It's a rookie error. This is what you don't want, all this cracking. You don't want to see any of that. You actually want to see the inside still a little bit like shiny and wet, a little bit. Rookie mistake, we've done it. But now we're just gonna go ahead and let this cool for a few hours on this baking sheet. At that point, I'll bring you back. Alright, y'all. So we let it sit on our counter for an hour and then we threw it in the fridge for an hour. But it is ready to go. You could let it chill in the fridge even longer if you want. Now we did overcook ours, as we've mentioned, but it should be pretty good. Now you could throw some fresh fruit on this. But we're gonna do this. We got our honey here, and we're just gonna do, you know, you can do anything. But if you like this video, go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button down below. And until next time, keep on cooking on.